Okay, sir.
Now today, I'll be using a class. I was spending the time to talk about the benefits of memorizing the Quran. We call it Fada'il al-Quran. Amongst the things you need to know is Quran is Kalamullah, means the word of Allah. وفضله على سائر كلامه كفضل الله على خلقه. He preferred the Quran over all words. I mean, he preferred that his word, I mean, that word which is about all the things he said. He preferred it over other people's word. For example, my words, my father's words, my mother's, your father's, your mother's. Allah's word is most preferred compared to all the words. And the way he preferred Allah to his creators. He created everybody, and he's the difference or the distance between us and Allah is like the distance between his words and we. So this is the reason why we must always ensure that we respect that word. And that's the reason whenever you're reciting the Quran, you don't have to talk. Even some scholars are of the opinion that if someone makes taslim to you, you should not respond by breaking the word. You should complete the word you're reciting before you respond. For example, you're reciting أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم مثل الذين ينفقون. Someone knocked on the door. Ko, ko, ko. That you broke it. You said, who's that? Come in. الذين. You continued again. There is no respect in this. We were being taught that we had some scholars who, whenever they want to recite the Quran, they have to go and make wudu. They have to make wudu, cleanse themselves, wear the big cloths, and put perfume on the body before they start the recitation of the Quran. This is what we know about the scholars who've gone before us. So this is the reason why we need to know why we are reciting the Quran and what are we reciting. What you're reciting is the word of Allah. It's like he wrote a letter to you, the Hamida, Siddiqa, these are my letters. So Allah wrote a letter to you. And you're reading the letter of Allah, and yet you're messing around. Like, for example, if the king of calls you that I want to see you, or you want to let it to you, can you mute the adhan?
It's just from the clock. It's high.
Can you mute it? Can you cross it? So as I was saying, so this is the way you see Allah's word. So, and the point I'm making is we can understand that وَقِرْأَتُهُ أَفْضَلُ مَا تَحَرَّكْ بِلِسَانٍ. The recitation of the word of Allah is the best thing ever using mouth to pronounce. So this is how about the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
طيب. Now, من فضائل تعلم القرآن وتعليمه وقراءته. Now, among the benefits of learning about the Quran and teaching the Quran is all these things we have to mention here. The first one is أجر تعليمه. The benefit of تعليم means of teaching the person the Quran. The Prophet has been reported to have said, that خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه. That the best of you, when they say خيركم, other صيغة التفضيل is on صيغة التفضيل means the best of you. But خيركم من تعلم القرآن is the person who learned the Quran, who learned how to recite it, to memorize it, or who learned all the things about the Quran, وعلم, then it teaches that to people. So this is the best of all people. Many people might tell you today that when you say you memorize the Quran, they say, oh, khairu, mashallah, barakallah. Well, that's the end. But when someone else tells them, I'm a medical doctor, they say, oh, mashallah, he's a medical doctor. They exhort him, they make him to be in a better place. Yeah, it's good to be a medical doctor, but wallahi, the best of all people are the people who memorize the Quran and they teach people what they've memorized. This is the riwayah of Bukhari. And another riwayah says, Man allama ayatin. Whoever learns an ayah means like alif la mim, that's an ayah, or ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه, that's an ayah. Whoever learns it, min kitabillahi, from the book of Allah. Now, for example, you've learned a lot of pages, you've recited a lot of pages to me, you've learned a lot. Now, whoever learns just one ayah, min kitabillah, from the book of Allah, which is the Quran, Azza wa Jal, kana lahu thawabuha ma talaw. He's going to be having the reward anytime he recites it. Every time he opens the Quran and recites it, he's going to be having the reward all the time. So this is something about the Quran. If you open the book and start reading all the things in it, you cannot have a reward for reading the book. You're only going to have a reward that you're going to learn what to make you smart, or what to make you to be a beneficial child in the future. But the Quran, as you're reciting it, you're getting a reward. So this is the benefit of teaching the Quran to people. What about reciting it? The Prophet ﷺ, his mentor is said to have said that man qaraha harfan, whoever recites one harf, means alif lam mim. Alif is a harf, lam is a harf, mim is a harf. Whoever recites Sadiqa,
Yes, sir.
on your video, can you switch on your video? I think you're not listening to me. Are you sure you're listening to me? Where is the hijab? Go put on your hijab on time.
Okay.
So, Hamid, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, as I was saying, that whoever recites an ayah, where are you, Hamid? I can't see you. Where are you? Okay, let's continue this way. So whoever recites a verse, he recites just one ayah of the Quran, means it says something. The meaning is, if it says alif, alif is harf, lam is harf, and mim is harf. If he recites one harf in min kitabillah, falahu bihi hasanatun wa li hasanatu bi ashri amthaliha. He's going to have a reward for every word, every harf he recites. He's going to have the word. He's going to have how many rewards? He's going to have how many rewards, Siddiqa? How many reward would he have for reciting one harf?
Just one.
I'm asking you. It says, "Man qara harfan min kitabillah." Whoever recites one harf, one alphabet, min kitabillah, in the book of Allah, falahu bihi hasanatun, is gonna have a good reward. And you know that one good deed is equal to 10 manifold. So now, if you recite one harf like alif in the Quran, how many reward will you have? Yes, Hamida.
10.
You're gonna have 10. You will have 10 for reciting alif. And if you say lam, you have 10. If you say mim, you have 10. So many times you recite the whole page. Now think about how much reward you earned for reciting the whole page. Sometimes you recite 2 pages to me. Now can you imagine how much reward you got for reciting the whole, 2 pages to me? So this is the benefit of reciting the Quran. And also amongst the benefits which you should know is that it says فَمُضَاعَفَةُ الْحَسَنَةِ بِأَشْرِ أَمْثَالِهَا. Now the reward, excuse me. So now it says pharmacy adat mudha'afa means if you do any good thing, Allah can reward you, can add more and more to your reward depending on how he wants it to be. For example, a person can do the same good deed with you, and Allah would make it to be like 700 of a good deed. And this is the reason it says فَزِيَارَةُ إِلَى سَبْعَةِ مِئَةِ ضَعْفٍ. That sometimes you do a good deed and Allah will make you have times 10 in a lot of manifold extent that you will have 700. You're going to have 100 reward of that good deed. And if you wait, He's going to make you to have more of it. وسبب ذلك بعد فضل الله خشوع القلب وتدبر وفهم النوى. And after all these things, the way to allow you to earn more reward is when you have khushu'. When I say khushu', I mean when you have fear, when you have a fear of Allah in what you're doing. For example, you're reciting the Quran and you could feel the fear of Allah in your mind. You could feel that you're reciting the Quran and your mind is shaking. Unlike you're reciting the Quran and talking to Abdul Hamid. Or Siddiqa is reciting the Quran and talking to our mom, or trying to call our mom to come and see something. There's no khushu', there's no fear of Allah in this. But if you're reciting the Quran, your mind should be should be with Allah. It should be in the form of being scared and of expecting Allah to reward you for what you're doing. So the next one is trying to give example of a person who memorizes the Quran. It says, مَثَلُ الَّذِي يَقْرَأُ الْقُرْآنِ, an example of a person who is reciting the Quran or is trying to memorize the Quran. وَهُوَ حَافِظ. Abdul Salam, are you with us?
Huh?
Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Okay. Can you switch on your video?
Okay. Wait.
It says an example of a person who is reciting the Quran. وَهُوَ حَافِظ means is trying to memorize it. لَوْ مَعَ سَفَرَةِ الْكِرَامِ بَرَرًا is with the angels. Means the angels are along with him. You know why? Because the Quran is the word of Allah. And the word of Allah came from who? Who referred to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam? Siddiqa?
Yes, sir.
Who brought the Quran, who recited the Quran to the Prophet? Can you tell me? Who recited the Quran to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam? Yes, Abdul Salam? Yes? Abdul Salam?
Yes.
Can you tell me who recited the Quran to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam?
Angel Jibril.
Angel Jibril. And what was the first word he recited to him? Yes, Hamida, that was for you.
Read.
Huh? What was the first word he recited to him?
Read.
Read. What is the meaning? Abdul Salam, did they remember?
No, I forgot.
Iqra. The angel Jibril came to him and he said, Iqra. He said, Ma ana bikari. I can read. He said, Iqra. He said, فَأَخَذَنِي فَقَطَّعَنِي. He said, Jibril picked me up and he squeezed me until I was almost fainting. I was almost dying. They let me go. Then he told me to read again. He said, Iqra. He said, وَمَا أَنَا بِقَارِئٍ. I can read. Then he held me again. He squeezed me and I was almost dying and let me go. When he did that for 3 times, then for the 3rd time, he said, Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaqa. He said, read with the permission of the Lord that has created things. So this is the reason why it says, whenever you memorize the Quran, the angels are always with you. Means whenever you're reciting the Quran, whenever you try to memorize it, the angels are with you. And it says, alladhi yaqra Quran wa huwa yatahhaduhu. Yata'ahaduhu means it's finding difficulty in it. Like sometimes they go recite man qara'na. He recites very slowly and she's finding it difficult to the extent that sometimes she cries. So all these things you're doing that you're reciting with difficulty, فَهُوَ عَلَيْهِ شَدِيدٌ فَلَوْ. You're going to have 2 rewards. You know why? One reward is for that you recite the Quran, and the other one is for that you find a difficulty in it. So, but for me, if I recite the Quran without difficulty, I'm going to have only 1 reward. Why? Because my recitation is good. But for you, reciting the Quran with difficulty, you're going to be having what? You're going to be having double reward. So this is the reason why it says, وَهُوَ يَتَهَاهَدُهُ وَهُوَ عَلَيْهِ شَدِيدٌ فَلَهُ أَجْرٌ. You're going to have 2 rewards for reciting the Quran with difficulty. This is hadithun muttafaqun alayh. It says, Safaratul Barara means the malaika, the angels, will be with you. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Yes.
Siddiqa, are you with me? Siddiqa. Siddiqa. Hello? Siddiqa,
Yes, sir.
what is wrong with you?
Nothing.
Okay. So it said, when you call it the Sahib al-Quran, on the day of resurrection, Allah will say to people who memorize the Quran, Iqra warutaqi, means recite and rise. Because, you know, we've been told that the paradise is in stages. We have almost from 1 to 100. And Allah would say on the day of resurrection that recite and rise. What it says, Iqra warutaqi warattil kama kunta turattil fi dunya. Read and rise the way you recite on the earth's surface so that you can rise with your recitation. So, for example, people who spend the time reciting the Quran every day, they recite the Quran, they keep reciting the Quran all the time, they memorize it, they feel the fear of Allah in their minds, they will be told on the day of resurrection to recite it, the way they used to recite it on the earth's surface. And the more they recite, the more they rise. For example, if someone memorizes 1 juzu, he's going to recite and he's going to be in only the first stage of the paradise. And if he continues to, maybe he was able to memorize like 2 or 3 juzus, and he was able to recite this 2 or 3, then he's going to rise higher than the person who memorized 1. So what about if you complete the whole Quran and it says the what? It says, وَإِنَّ مَنْزِلَتَكَ عِنْدَ أَجِرٍ. For your level, your place in the paradise will be with the level of your recitation. It's going to be with the last word, the last verse you're able to recite to me. So this is hadith of Tirmidhi. So today you know that if you're memorizing the Quran, you might find it difficult. You might find difficulty in it. But wallahi, you are working for your place in the paradise. You are working to get a right place for yourself in the paradise. But someone who's not doing that, who's wasting the time doing something else or reading books and novels and thinking you reciting the Quran, you're wasting your time, he's gonna see on the day of resurrection when you will be reciting and memorizing, inshallah, he will not have anything to recite. So this is the things you need to know about why you should be reciting the Quran. Now, another one of the scholars, Khuttabi says, "Jaa fi athar," that we got an athar, we got evidences from people who've gone before us. أن عدد آية القرآن على قدر درجة الدنيا الجنة. That it's been said that the number of the amount of Quran you can recite is going to be the level of the place it will be in paradise. That is to say, for you call the Qari, it will be said to the person who memorizes the Quran, إرق في الدرجة على قدر ما كنت تقرأ من أي قرآن. Now it's going to be said to him that be in a level, be in a place with the level of your recitation. And it says, فمن استوفى قراءة جميع القرآن, whoever has the capacity to recite the whole Quran, استولى على أقصى. It's going to be in the highest place. درجة جنة في الآخرة. ومن قرأ جزءان, whoever recites one جزء منه كان يعني رقيه في درجة على قدر ذلك, is going to be in a level that is going to be in accordance with his one juz'u memorized. So فيكون منتهي ثواب عند منتهي قراءة. That is to say, the last place you will be with the last verse you're able to recite on the day of resurrection. So another one is the ajru man ta'allama waliduhu al-Qur'an. What about a person who memorized the Quran and he decided that I'm going to teach my child, or if I'm not able to teach my child, I'm going to take my child to a place to learn the Quran. It has been said that the Prophet ﷺ said, "Man qara al-Quran," whoever recites the Quran, وَتُعَلِّمُهُ وَعَمِلَ لَهُ بِهِ, whoever memorizes the Quran and he does what? He وَتُعَلِّمُهُ, and he teaches people. Hamid, are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and it teaches people what he memorized in the Quran, and also, and it does work with it. And it does some deeds. For example, you memorize from the Quran that you should not, you should respect your parents. You should make sure you do good deeds to your parents. Recite the Quran a lot. Make your tahajjud. Obey Allah and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Follow whatever they tell you to do. And he memorized all these things in the Quran, and it does work in accordance with all these things. It's been said that, and also on the day of resurrection, we're going to wear for him, his child will wear for him a cloth. I mean, he's going to wear for me a taj. A taj means, what do you call it? A crown, min nur, which is going to be made from what? From light. Those shucks. And the lightning is going to be like the lightning of the sun. He's going to wear for his parents on the day of resurrection two cloths, which is not possible to have on the earth's surface. Then he's going to be said, the parents will say, Bima yani kasawna hadihi. Why are you wearing this cloth for us today? Why are we wearing this today? Fayuqalu, it's going to be said to them, they will say to them, Bi-akhdi waladikuma al-Quran, because you made your kids to memorize the Quran. You made your kids to do what? To memorize the Quran. So this is the reason why you've been made to wear this today. So as is to say that if you're able to if you're able to allow your kids, you're able to teach your kids the Quran, then on the day of resurrection, you will be given a reward of wearing a crown on the head and being worn a cloth which you will never be able to find the like on the earth's surface. Now, and also we need to know this will be the last hadith I'll be reading today for this session. We're gonna have another session after Asr, which is around 4 p.m. So it says, what about Shafa'ah? Shafa'ah means that you would a person will respite for another person on the day of resurrection. It says the Prophet is been reported to have said, "Iqra'ul Quran, recite the Quran. فَإِنَّهُ indeed it's going to be يَأْتِي يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ it's going to come on the day of resurrection شَفِيعًا لِأَصْحَابِهِ it's going to expiate for people who does recite it. For example, anyone who memorizes the Quran and it does work with it, it recites it, the Quran would say to Allah on the day of resurrection that never allow him to enter the hell. Because of what? Because he memorized me and he does work with it and he does all the goodness which is found in it. So that is to say, no matter how much the person is almost getting to enter the hell, the Quran will come on the day of resurrection to expiate for what? For the person who memorizes it. And also it's been said, Siyamu wal Quran yashfi'ani lil abidi yawm al qiyamah, that the fasting and the Quran you memorize, these two will be a source of expiation for you. I mean, they're going to come and fight for you. They're going to come and tell Allah that this person used to fast a lot, and Allah was telling the person to enter the bab of people who fast a lot. And another one who memorizes the Quran will come on the day of resurrection as an expiator for him to enter the paradise. So all these things are some of the benefits of memorizing the Quran, which I decided to let you know today. And also the last one, which I think I have 1 more minute to go. The last one says,